before the first words were written, Rishi listened. Not heard by ears but felt in the stillness between breaths. The Rishis did not create wisdom, they listened.
Listen to what? Was there even anything before creation itself?
To the vibrations beneath existence, to sounds at birth worlds.
Close your eyes, Priya. What you call silence is never silent. It is the womb of sound.
Who were they, these listeners of silence?
They were Rishis, seers of Rit. They did not invent the Vedas, they heard them. Shruti wisdom that descends as sound.
Not authors but receivers. Not thinkers but attuners. Like antennas tuned to the cosmos, their stillness caught the signal of eternity.
So the Vedas are not written by humans at all.
They are echoes of the infinite, echoes that became verses, verses that became civilization. Through breath, stillness, and alignment, the Rishis tuned themselves to the primordial current. It was the song of Rit, the cosmic order.
So knowledge was not written down, but heard.
Yes, Priya, like a bird that does not invent the wind but learns to ride it.
In the stillness of their bodies, they became instruments of the cosmos. Breath was the antenna. Silence was the receiver. Their verses were not random words. They were chandas, mathematical rhythms of existence.
Each syllable was vibration, each verse a code. The Gayatri, the Anushtup. They were not poetry, they were algorithms of sound.
They coded the universe in sound.
The Rishis' new knowledge was never invented. It was remembered.
Like rivers remembering their path to the ocean, the soul remembers the truth it once touched.
And we forgot?
Yes, Priya, but wisdom waits patiently for those who learn to listen again.
This is not myth. It is a lost technology of consciousness.
One day, Priya, you too will hear, for sound waits within you.
I want to listen.
And in that moment, the seeker becomes the sound, the listener becomes the song. Sound was not effect. It was cause. It shaped the cosmos itself.
Nad, the primal vibration, became matter.
Every form born of sound?
Yes, sand became mandala, water became lotus, and the drum of creation pulsed the galaxies into bloom. The Shruti means that which is heard. Not taught, not written, heard.
So wisdom descended from silence?
Yes, from the womb of stillness, out of silence emerged vibration. Out of vibration came form. Each breath aligned them to Rit, not just life but law.
The body was their laboratory. Breath, their tuning fork. With each inhale, the self dissolved. With each exhale, the cosmos entered.
So breath itself was a mantra.
Yes, Priya, a mantra written not on stone but in the rhythm of your lungs.
They were not philosophers. They were cosmic engineers.
They decoded existence and encoded it in verse.
Like writing with the stars?
Yes, constellations rearranged into syllables. Mantras became equations. The cosmos became scripture.
Each element responded to sound. Agni, the fire danced with mantra. Jal, the water stilled into silence. Vayu, the air coiled in spirals. Jyoti, the light bent to rhythm.
So the Rishis, they could command the elements?
Fire leapt when syllables struck. Water shaped itself to the hum of Om. Air swirled like dancers to the rhythm of the chant. Light itself became pliable, folding into patterns of sacred geometry. Mantra was not mere sound. It was mathematics, the rhythm of truth.
Mathematic in sound?
Yes, each syllable was measured, each pause calculated. Mantra without precision was chaos, but with precision it was cosmos.
So devotion was discipline. To chant with accuracy was to align with the universe?
Yes, Priya, For the gods listened not to voices but to harmony.
Not all teachings were spoken. Some were breathed. Some transmitted in silence.
The silence between words, Priya, carried more power than the words themselves. For silence is not emptiness, it is fullness waiting to be felt.
Then even the pauses of a teacher were lessons?
Yes, a single glance, a single breath could pass more wisdom than hours of speech.
Beneath the banyan trees, Rishis and students sat, not in debate, but in presence. No syllables, yet transmission flowed. The air thickened with meaning, a silence that vibrated louder than sound.
The cosmos outside was reflected within. The stars above were mirrored in the soul.
So when they closed their eyes, they did not see darkness?
No, Priya, they saw galaxies. The chakras within were spinning suns, the veins constellations of light, the mind a sky where the Milky Way unfolded.
The temple dome was the skull. The heart was the sun. The breath was the wind of the universe. To look inward was to voyage across galaxies without moving an inch.
The universe was never outside. It was always inside.
Their words were bead seeds. Each sound planted a world. Each syllable grew into form.
Om was not a word, it was a womb, it was a word.
One sound carried all creation within it?
Ah, yes. Like a seed carries a forest unseen, mantra carried universes folded in vibration. To speak was to plant, to chant was to water. And when the seed bloomed, temples, rivers, and galaxies unfolded. They built not with bricks, but with resonance. Their blueprints were mantra, their architects were sound itself.
Every temple was sung into form?
Yes, the Vastupurush mantle was not drawn first on the ground. It was sung into the earth with sound.
The listener became the sound. The seeker became the source. And in resonance, they remembered creation itself.
I am the resonance.